try this. Let's see. So this is True Ripple. Tried to go live, they shut it down quick. Shalom, we're gonna get started real quick here. Bear with me. So lock it. Let's see. So what happened? Let's see. No, we're not doing that. I tried to go live from this phone. So lock it. Yeah. So anyway, I won't try it again. What I'll do is I'll move forward and I'll open the camp. Okay, yep, that's what I'll do. Sure what to do with this. Let's see. Bear with me. Anyway, all right, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week in and week out, prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great. All right. To wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the people on the sun. Here, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Speckled Bird. All right. Time is really short, so if you're gonna wake up, you better do it now, because the last trump, right? We might get into the last trump, Lord willing. Anyway, you're gonna face the east. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Bahashim Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers all pushing the word, the truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right, to the Aqua that are listening and learning, both of you, far, far away. 144,000, one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel. I'm a brother Yahshua, one shalom and salutation. Salakia. Sure. Can't see a damn thing, so bear with me. Yeah. Good old zeros. Okay, so I'm good. All right, so I'm gonna open the camp and let's just get that. Let me get some water. Let's start out with that. The last Trump, okay? For some reason, the spirit hit me, right? It was like, the last Trump, right? What is Esau so worried about? Let's get a Revelation. Revelation 12 and 12. All right, this dude is worried, and he has been working overtime on what? 23andMe. This guy is worried about what? He's worried about the last Trump. What is the last Trump? Okay. And okay, crazy. Okay, crazy. All right, so you know what? I'm gonna just keep it going. All right, so what I have to do is I have to shade and shield this phone because it's in direct sunlight, and I should have known that. I'm trying some different things. So bear with me, please. Try to keep the thing going since I already started it, and we'll just see how it goes. Bear with me. I don't know exactly how I'm feeling. Might have to shut it down anyway, but we'll see. I'm trying to, let me see. I'm gonna figure something out. Bear with me for a moment. again, didn't I? All right, Salakia. Okay, let me see if this works. I think you can see. Anyway, all right, so yeah, bear with me. All right, so let's get that if we can. All right, so I guess the shade is beginning to deal with me. Okay, so this is and bear with me squatting. I want oh, that was it, right? Let's see. Nope. I want twinkling. Twinkling. 1 Corinthians 15. Okay, let's get up in there. All right, bear with me. Let's investigate this. Devil afraid of. Well, let's go into it. See, what is this business? What's this business about our bodies changing? Okay, is this a fairy tale? What's going on? See, because what is he doing? What is this devil doing? Right? Who's that? Shalom. There he is. The brother Isaiah Allah. Isaiah Allah. The brother Isaiah Allah. Still got to work on it. Shalom, beloved brethren. Yeah, what is this devil afraid of? What is this business about our bodies changing? Is this a fairy tale? Is this a myth? Does that make this book a fairy tale? Oh, that's a fairy tale book. You hear that? When you hear that nowadays and you get mad, you're out here doing this. Oh, that's a book of fairy tale. Like this bitch ass nigga Judge Joe Brown. Well, when you're dealing with myths, and this nigga said myths, and I was like, I'm like, woo, I got 2 ass whoopings left in me, and 1 belongs to Judge Joe Brown. You start talking about, well, that's a fairy tale, and there's no record. I'm like, okay, here we are on the verge, right, of miracles. You're talking about God. You talk about, here it is, so-called devil, the so-called white man. He can get a new body. He can bring in AI. He can bring in brain chips. He can bring in upgrade. Oh, I can upgrade and I can get me a new. I can live forever. He can say all of these things, right? in the face of him that created him, right? And we are part of that. See, the elect created these devils when you understand that we are those creators. Okay? So in the face, right, of the Most High on down, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, all the way down, the creation, the creators of the creation. This devil can come with a bootleg version, right? Like what he's doing over in our land. Wicked as he can be. Nose all in the Talmud, thumbing his nose at the Most High. How can those be the people, right? This bootleg nothing version of being us. That's what he's doing. Okay? He's right? That our bodies are about to be changed. And he will do anything. He's been plotting long and hard to prevent this from happening. If this, you got contingency after contingency. If I could just do it. And what is it? What, see, we don't even look at it. 15. The whole life and death. Adam dies, and then he was born, and then he perishes, and he raised. And see, we're not gonna. It's gonna be a thing of he's setting up where this thing is going. Where is this thing going? Really, we're just about to get our godlike powers and bodies back. Really, right? So nothing new, right? And to do this thing right. We had to go through everything to get here. So here we are. But this devil is furious. Why? He knows exactly. Okay. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. Let's see. Salakia. Let me find where we're at. For as in Adam, all when you're immortal. There's no more dying and being made alive. There's only being alive, right? And that's where we're at in the saga. We're at in the part where we become never to be again, fleshly, if you will. Right? This devil knows that we're about to be raised up from this plane, right? Planet, whatever you want to call it. From the third, right, into the fourth, but we're going to kick it on the third, which makes us Superman. And he knows, right? He don't want us to know what it is. Anyway, let me figure it out here. Behold, here's the mystery. Wow. Huge. All right. Now, who knows the mysteries? It is given to who? To know the mystery. So, Lord willing, I'm one of them men. I'm going to try to at least move us a little closer to the understanding of this particular mystery. All right. A wave, a vibration. Right? This is what this devil knows. All you got to do is look at what he's doing, what he's trying to prevent. Blocking the sun. What is that? That's radiation. Okay. What is he trying to? Why is he trying to block that? Because if he wasn't doing this fluoride thing, if he wasn't, okay. All right. This is called the third what? The third eye. Okay. Now, that might throw Jake off, but guess what? Your pineal gland. Esau deals with it on the left. Where's the balance? Okay. He wants you to be afraid. Oh, don't you fuck with that third eye, right? No, well, something's hiding there. What is it? He's trying to control that seat, the seat of the soul. He's trying to create, to, to, you control the seat of the soul. Hide it from you, hide what it is, calcify it. Make sure that when that vibration, that trump, right? That only this particular receiver, right, receptor, it's gonna change. It's gonna wake you up, if you will. It's gonna. What happens when your pineal gland is working? And, like, for example, you know, you have a cannabinoid system, okay, in your body. Most people don't know that, right? So what does that mean? If there are cannabinoid receptors, they're waiting for the cannabinoid to hit that receptor, okay? There's a big old receptor waiting for a wave, and this devil knows it. He knows it, and they're describing it right here. Let's read it again from the top. This is 1 Corinthians, what is it? 15 and 51. Salaki. 1 Corinthians 15 and 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We can stop right there. Because a mystery. See, this book, right? Yahushua, why do you speak in parables? Because it is for you to understand the mysteries. He showeth his secret to his servants, the prophets. So this is the weighty matters of the book. What's the weighty matters of the book? The mysteries, the promises, right? The elect. Little things like that. These are the weightier matters of the scriptures. You got the weightier matters of the law. Hey, what are the weightier matters of the elect of Israel? The understanding that only the elect of Israel, right, are going to be saved. Those are the weightier matters of the scriptures. If you don't understand that, you're wasting your time, right? And you have to be invited and chosen to receive, to get the understanding, right? So let's move forward. All right. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed. What is being said? What's going to be changed? Well, you're going to get an upgrade, and everybody else ain't. Who is we? Who is we shall be changed? Everybody, all Israel? No. No. And this is the problem, right? Because a motherfucker will make you believe, oh no, it belongs to everyone. Well, why are you trying to kill us? Why? I mean, what's the problem then? If that were true, why are you hunting us? Why are you cloning Tyrone? Why are you watching every move we make and trying to ensure that our pineal gland is not going to receive that message, that trump, that wave, that frequency? You set up all kind of shit, 5G, 5G. What are you doing? You're trying to block that frequency when that wave comes to, right, in the twinkling, right, suddenly, forcefully, that wave is going to do what? In the twinkling of a what? An eye. What are we dealing with? In the twinkling of an eye, what's going to happen? We're going to be changed. What does that mean? How do you qualify that physically? Is this a physical thing, or is this? It's both. Okay. To the spiritual, we're going to become spiritual beings in the twinkling of an eye. What eye? Your third eye. When it functions completely, and only certain people, that's only going to happen to we. Who is we? It says we will be changed. Who's we? Everybody. Anybody who believes on the C word, right? It keeps saying we. Behold, I show you a mystery. The elect are a mystery. Okay? We, well, who's being spoken to? We. There, that's part of the mystery. We shall not all sleep. That's talking about pass away. But we shall all be changed. Who's that talking about? We shall all. We the elect. Whether you know, are first on the ship or not. That's what that's talking about. Well, what about them ones? Yeah, nigga. All bases are covered. So, 52. In a moment. What does that mean? In a moment. Okay. The next, what it means. In a moment means. It means the next line, in a moment, in a flash. Because it just said that. Does that make sense? Why would it say in the moment and then say it again? So these things mean something different. And when you go in and you search the scriptures, right, what's actually going to happen unfolds. And that's what this devil to prevent. What is he doing? Well, he got chemtrails, right? Trying to block the sun. The sun is dealing with radiation and frequency and waves, right? Sunlight is what? Wave of the sun and all of this sun activity. We're looking at, go, look at the sun. Radiation waves, radio waves, RF waves, 5G waves, frequencies. 5G what? Frequency. All right. Well, which one activates? Which wave? This Trump that's coming, this wave, shock wave, what is it? The last Trump, what is this thing? Okay, so we haven't gotten there yet. I'm riffing, so bear with me. You know? I'm just going in the spirit, bear with me. 2 Corinthians 15 and 51, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. Talking about the elect, all right? In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. What does all of that mean? In a moment, that means something different than this. In the twinkling of an eye, that means something different. At the last trump. What does all of that mean? Well, if you go back and you look at what the words mean, you can glean, right? You can extrapolate, if you will. With what is this devil so afraid of, and what is he working feverishly to prevent? Those answers already, then you can kind of back engineer what you see going on and what he has to do to prevent us from what? We're clearly about to get an upgrade. What is he doing to prevent that? Because he ain't getting it. He's not part of we. He knows that. So he's trying to trick us. He's putting out the deep fakes and the AIs and the psychological warfare and the MK. He's doing what he's standing now with his witchcraft. is what he's doing because he's on the ropes and he knows it. He knows that something that can't be stopped, just like this awakening. Okay, is this talking about the awakening? A big wave of frequency is going to come, hit the pineal gland, and we're going to wake up? No, it's not talking about. This is talking about us changing. You understand? This is waking up part. That's one thing. because a bunch of Jakes are going to wake up. But who's going to change? Not all Israel is of Israel. Okay? 2/3 shall be cut off and die. You understand? What's that? He's not included in the 2/3. He's not included in the 1/3. He's not included in the upgrade. He knows that. He knows it's coming. He knows we don't know. But now it's becoming to be noised abroad. Again, in a moment, dealing with time, twinkling of an eye, dealing with eyes. What eye? It's stroke, the stimulation of an eye. Hey, that vibration. Woo! You understand? Suddenly, the frequency that you are built to receive. Okay. Um, anyway, uh, 1 Corinthians 15:52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the last trumpet shall sound. Keeps talking about sound. Sound is a vibration. Sound is when you're dealing with music, okay, right? And I do, and I don't read nothing, okay? Never have. Got talked about real bad, you know. It's always this thing, but here we are today. I'm getting phone calls today to fly me into Sacramento and with some real money, and I'm like, I don't really want to go. You know, if I could get some money and you know, send it to the Brotherhood or whatever, you know, with my kidney stone, which is killing me at this moment. Aloud, I'm trying to explain this to my cousin, but when you're dealing with music, right? There are different levels of music, just like Jake, right? Jake can dance and Esau can't. That's a vibratory thing. When music hits Jake, it's hitting him. It ain't hitting me. Music is a vibration. Jake is responding to it like God, right? Jake responds to applause. You clap for Jake. Jake turn it to Michael Jordan, right? Same thing when you're playing and people respond, you're like this, oh, right? That's a vibratory. It's an energetic vibratory. It's an exchange of energy and vibration and that whole thing. And Jake just responds to those different energies and frequencies differently than other people do. Going back to how you can actually determine a speckled bird. That speckled bird is vibrating just like you, Jake. You like it's a vibratory thing. It's the spirit, right? Spirit is a vibration. Like a ghost. You can measure the energy of a ghost in the room or whatever. Yeah, for the trumpet shall sound. This is just music. This is music. And the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. See, this is what for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. See, this is what this devil is afraid of. He knows that's his ass at that point. Everything is about power and where you fall in the power spectrum. And for the longest, the Most High done had, even though we're the badasses, he done had his thumb on us, right? If he just took his thumb off, we'd be whooping ass. But not only is he going to take his thumb off, he's going to upgrade us. And not only is he going to do that, he's going to put the cup of trembling on Esau. Negroes wonder, well, how was this devil able to subdue it? Because the Most High put that cup of trembling on you, nigga. An ant could subdue your ass. really. Anyway, let's go into it if we can. Let's see. If you follow along, let me check on the brother. Let me see if this is even working. Oh yeah, there we go. Shalom. Shalom. Okay, so I'm gonna let's get some of these words. Let's get I'm gonna go to the blue letter. I'm gonna try to stay upright for as long as I can. Let's see. And this whole operation is shaky at best, so please bear with me. I'm gonna just kind of glide through. What am I looking for? Blue letter. Making me do everything. Come on, bitch. This phone is terrible. Twinkling. In the twinkling. Let's get twinkling. All right, so in a moment, let's get moment. Lock. Moment is, because we're going to paint a little picture here. An atom of time, indivisible, moment, it says uncut base, moment, let's see. Moment of time, what? A division in time. So from one moment to the next, it's saying. We'll move forward. Is I'm going to show Strong's info, the blue letter, and it says of the eye, by analogy, an instant twinkling. Of the eye. What is of the eye? A jerk of the eye. What is that? Now we go to show outline. It says throw, stroke, beat. It says a throw, stroke, beat. Time dealing with music. I typed in a throw, stroke, beat, meaning an AI came up with what AI came up with. It went directly into music, vibration. Okay. Now we'll look at Thayer's real quick. And it says, twinkling of an eye, reading, it says, which see. Which see. And then, let me see, there was something else because I think it was up here, this, a jerk of the eye. Strong's definitions, right? Strong's definitions, it says, prepay. Let me click on them real quick. And that reads well. quick toss, deliberate hurt indicates extended projection to disperse, to cast, to scatter abroad, to throw. Not that. Okay. Twinkling is dealing with, or a twinkling of an eye. In a moment. Okay. The twinkling. Salaki. The twinkling of the eye. A jerk of the eye. What the hell is that? A stroke, a beat. A beat. This thing is fighting like the demon it is. An eye. Eye of a needle. Okay. So let's go to of an eye. Root. See, root etymology. It goes into this other thing. Anyway. Show Strong's. And it goes into from the jealous side glance. That's the side eye, right? That's crazy. Or figuratively, by implication, vision. Envy from the jealous side glance, eye. Sight. Biblical usage, it says, eye. Here's what it means. Of an eye. Listen close. It says the eye, and then it says metaphor, the eyes of the mind. What is the eye of your mind or your mind's eye? The faculty of knowing. Okay? Your heart is your mind. You know. Where do you know? In your mind. Your mind's eye. The eyes of the mind. Okay, so in the twinkling of an eye, what eye? Your third eye, your mind's eye. What is twinkling? The stimulation. Okay, the stimulation of your pineal gland is what it's saying. In the twinkling, let's go back to twinkling because you missed that. Now you understand what the eye is talking about. Your mind's eye. Did you get that? Okay, so what is going to change us into Superman? What is going to allow us to get this upgrade? How are we going to change? Our pineal gland is going to be stimulated by a wave. It's going to come out of the scriptures. Okay? So we're dealing with your mind's eye. Let's go back to what is it? Eye? There, Salaki, bear with me. Twinkling. Let's go back to twinkling. And the twinkling, see, because we got to get twinkling to support your mind's eye. Right? Now that we understand mind's eye, let's understand fully twinkling. I'm going in the spirit. Let's go back to Greek. No, not Greek. Go to Strong's. Okay, it says a jerk of the eye. A jerk of the eye. What is a jerk? Twinkling. Keep going. Go to biblical usage, and you get what? You get nothing, right? Go to Thayer's, I'm sorry. Go to Thayer's lexicon. It says stroke. A throw, stroke. What is a stroke? If I stroke your mind's eye, what does it mean? I'm stimulating it, okay? Or beat. When it says beat, that's dealing with frequency, okay? A throw. What is a throw? A throw, a stroke. It says a throw, comma, stroke, comma, beat, comma, okay? Again, when I put in a throw, comma, stroke, comma, beat, comma, it interpreted it. It went directly, it broke them down individually and put it right in the context of what I'm talking about right now. Dealing with what? Frequency, music, all right, rhythm, timing, okay, which is we'll keep reading, okay? So we did just that, a stroke. Stroke. If I stroke your pineal gland, I'm stimulating your pineal gland. This says stroke what? And the other one said mind's eye, didn't it? You do it again? All right. Clearly, right here, it says of an eye. Twinkling, right now, it says a throw, stroke, beat. Listen to music, right? Music calms the savage beast. That's stimulation of a sort. It might be relaxing. It might, make you energetic, stimulated. Thing of an eye, what eye? Your mind's eye, the stimulation of your mind's eye. Okay, so now let's go to the next one, which is what? So, Lucky, bear with me. I'm kind of just going for it. Okay, so at the last, twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. Okay, where's that going? All right, trump going into trumpet, going into blast, going into blast of frequency. Okay, well let's just do it. Let's go in. Okay, so in the last trump, right? Let's just jump to the chase. The last deals with the last days. Okay, that's pretty evident. If you oh no, nigga, you go to look at no, you go look it up. Already did. In the last, let's just go straight to Trump, or it might be last Trump. Let's see. Last, going into the last days, eschatos, right? Study eschatology. So Trump is in there. There it is. So let's get it. But see, when you're breaking this down through the spirit, right? First of all, they didn't write this so that this dude could be included in the scripture. That's stupid. Like the leopard, or you know what I'm saying? Not Trump. This nigga's I'm Trump. No, they call Alexander the leopard. Okay, so if Trump was written, he might be Nero, the Orange Man or something, but he ain't gonna come out and say Trump. So here's Trump, right? G4536. Okay, let's examine the last Trump. What is the last Trump? So this means that these waves have come out before. This is the Trump in the last days, is what it's talking about. Not out of all the Trumps that have been here. right? Out of 6 trumps, this is the last one. And this is talking about this particular trump in the last day, this particular wave. This wave, right? This trump is going to do what? It's going to change you. What other wave has changed anyone? Okay, unless it was somebody specific. Uh, Elijah was translated and things of that nature, but we all, meaning the elect, have never been translated at once. So, okay, so right here, this is what? This is Trump, okay? Last Trump. This is, see, has anybody even looked at this? This is what Trump says. Um, Etymology, perhaps G4535, through the idea of quavering or reverberation. What is that? It's dealing with music. We can look up quavering, but I can only imagine. The word quavering has the word wave in it, doesn't it? Oh, but it don't mean that. Oh, I know it don't, but it does have the word wave in it. Quavering would mean like an undulating kind of motion, quavering, right? Like a wave, right? The undulation of a wave. That's what it sounds like on its face. I'm sure that if we looked it up, it'd have something to do with exactly that. Okay? Just like reverberation. Anybody knows what reverb is, if you play the guitar on an amp, right? Okay, so that right there, okay, through the idea of quavering or reverberation. Let's go show Greek. We'll go show Greek. Go. Trumpet. Okay, what is that? The sound, the blast of a trumpet, which is uh, vibration, frequency, right? Trumpet, trump. Biblical usage, a trumpet. Thayers, it says, a trumpet which sounds at the Most High's command. A trumpet which sounds. That is a blast, okay? That is a frequency. So the Most High is going to send a frequency to do what? To stimulate, okay, to stroke your what? Your mind's eye. A trumpet which sounds at the Most High's command. It says, the trumpet which will sound at the last day. It's going to change, upgrade you. Devil knows that. He's trying to prevent that. Okay, so that's Trump. Now, very interesting. Okay, so let's go back, right? Um, Here where it says, etymology. Let's click on that. G4535. Let's go look at that. Through the idea of quavering or reverberations. Did we already do that? Solos. Solos is, show Strong's info, billowy wave. I'm talking about waves. I'm talking about wave. So this is Trump, right? Wave. Hold on. Let me make sure. What word is this? This is solos coming from Salpig, Salpigs, Salpinks, which is Salpinks, which is Trump. Okay, so Trump means wait at the last wave. Wave, frequency, waves and frequency. Waves and radiate. At what frequency does it radiate? Okay, so you see where this thing is going? So we got out of Trump, we got wave. Okay, back and read what we got so far. Again, we got, right, instantly, from one moment to the next, in the twinkling of an eye, your mind's eye. Twinkling means, here's what it means. It says, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound and the dead shall be raised incorruptible. It means this, that wave is the next. It's going to stimulate your mind's eye. And it's going to change you. It's going to give you the upgrade. What wave? Okay? What wave? And we need to go in. See, I'm trying to do this, at the camp, and I need to have the dictionary. I need to, be under not the laptop, but the desktop. So, let's read it again. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, meaning your mind's up. In a moment, meaning from one moment to the next, right? Uh, your mind's eye will be stimulated, right? In the last days by a wave. In the last days, to the next, your mind's eye will be stimulated. That's what it said. And the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible. That's the upgrade. So we could go in and we could break all of that down too. See, this devil knows what is about to happen. He knows how the pineal actually works, and that when they tell you, well, you only use this much of your brain. Well, that way forever. Very soon, right? What is this wave? Right? Wave. Well, it's gonna on what? On the last day, right? Well, who's coming on the last day? Is that the wave? Is Yahushua the wave? Right? Uh, 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 the testimony of Yahushua, right, is the spirit of prophecy. What is that? It's a frequency that only certain receptors, right? Only certain receptors are gonna accept that frequency. antenna, right? It's only going to hit, right? Whatever. See, when it's up there, it's just waves and frequency, but then when it's coming through your speaker, it's all being decoded. Whatever that is being decoded, then it comes through as music. But if it's nothing, it comes through as white noise. Okay, I don't care. You know, you have to wonder why this devil is about to go on the killing spree. what, what's going on? Why? You know, what's the problem? Right? Well, here's what it is: immortality, right? Supermen, superhuman strength, all of those things, the promises, right? The promises, man. This close, okay? We're this close away. It's high time. This is First Peter. We'll just get some precepts now. Talk to them. This is why it's so crucial. Because, again, everything is about power and where you fall in the power spectrum. This devil done been in power for so long, he knows that when it's over, it's going to be brutal. They done dispatched everybody and their grandma to come out and convince us that what we've been standing so stiffly for 17 years, right? We got it wrong here. Let me help you. Right? So, how do you destroy Esau? Right? Got to know how to beat this devil, you know, at everything. How do you do it? It's one word. Okay. All you got to do is think about the red meat. Okay? What was it? It was patience. Here's how you destroy Esau. Patience. That dude has no patience. What is going to happen when everybody's catching hell at this? Jacob's going to be like, this is Tuesday. And then by the end of the week, Esau killed himself, jumped out a window, went postal. He ain't going to be able to take that. He ain't got no patience. First Peter, it's about to go. First Peter 4 and 7. All right. How? I'll get that. How do you beat this devil? Patience. I'll get it. First Peter 4. Bear with me, please. It's starting to get hot out here. And when it gets hot, boy, things change. You got to change with it. First Peter 4 and 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. All right, so again, if you knew you were about to get a double portion of an ass whooping that's long overdue, what would you do? And you would do the kitchen sink is what they call it. You would bring the kitchen sink. And this nigga is bringing the kitchen sink. He has to, and you gotta know that. You gotta never trust your enemy, knowing he's bringing the kitchen sink right near what? We're about to become immortal and get that ass whooping back. And that's, those are two separate things. Become immortal, never to be touched again. It's not gonna go back around, right? That's one thing. Immortality is one thing. Then separate it from the ass whooping. They do go together, but they're two separate things, right? Just that, right? And then the kingdom, and then everything. You know, what would you do? You'd fight like hell. So get ready for the fight of your life, right? Right before we are changed. So fight for the change, man. Right? Change you can believe in. You better believe in. Right? This is the real change. See how they tried to co-opt and what they call it, gaslight. Uh, David Sling, right? Hannibal, whatever, whatever. uh, Again, 1 Peter 4:7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Um, this dude is coming with everything, right? And look at this situation down in Texas, right? How it's just polarized, right down. Nobody could tell nobody nothing. That's a barometer of what is about to jump off at this point. What the most, that's a barometer of how high the Most High got the pot boiling right as he turns it up. Okay, and everything's working simultaneously, right, to create maximum overload. You can't even think about one thing. You can't concentrate on one thing. You have to take everything as a whole. You really can't take everything as a whole unless you understand what's going on from the top. So that would be us. And what's going to happen is it's going to confound everybody to the point where, okay, nigga, all right, I'm sorry. Just tell me what the fuck is going on. Just tell me. I'm like, what? Say that again. Because I can't hear you. Because I can't hear you right? That day is coming real quick. Why are you laughing? Why? Mad. I'm gonna kill you right now if you don't. Why are you laughing? I'm like, kill me. It's all the same. You don't see where this is going? Either you're gonna make it or you're not. But if you know the name, that strong tower, don't matter if you die or not. You gotta know, hey, if you don't know how to play this game, if you don't know this new song and how to sing it, if you have full faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, there's nothing to be afraid of except for death. And there's nothing to be afraid of, right? Death is part of it. You're gonna leave this body. See, in the spring, right? The flowers bloom and da 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 da. Well, you are gonna die one last time as you're being changed, right? You're gonna shed this. This is gonna go, right? And that's that last thing you're gonna leave, and you're gonna have no problem with it. But the point is, that should have already started. You should have started a long time ago, at least a couple of years now, letting things go, so that now, right, you ain't looking like Lot's wife. And that last thing to let go, you're like, I can't wait. Wait a minute, I don't feel them kidney stones right now. That got me about to shut down the camp right now. So, let's go to, I'm going to go to Romans real quick, just to qualify what we've been talking about. We've been so much, and this devil knows what we're about to get. And he knows that it doesn't involve him. This is why he's mad. If it did involve him, he wouldn't give a fuck about us. No, we're all gonna get it. But he knows it don't involve him. He's mad as hell. Here he comes. This nigga is about to bring everything he got and haymakers. I'm looking for Romans. I'm looking for Paul's. Where's Paul's? Romans 9 and 1. Nope, I'm going to jump straight to it. Romans 9 and I'm not going to say the truth in Christ alone. That. I'm going to get right to it. Romans 9, why am I going to 1? Salaki. So Salaki if I've droned, and Salaki if I've run chasing my tail and all of that. I'm just kind of, it's hot. This is a new spot, a different spot. I've actually been here before. I don't know what's that thing. Romans 9. I'm going to just start at 4. I can't. Start at Romans 9 and 3. For I wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites. Okay? So we're dealing with Israelites. Read it again. For I wish, this is Paul, that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth. This is what belongs to the Israelites. And this devil knows it. He's not included in this. He knows that. That's why he's making a play right now. He's sending out his minions to try to confuse and confound and offset the prophecy. He's desperate, right? Because he's been at this for a while. We are waking up. And, no enchantment, no right divination is coming to fruition. Where was it? 9 and start at 4 again. Romans 9 and 4, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption. So all of this, oh well, I'm grafted. I'm grafted. And the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service, and the promise. Come on, you know what it is. Okay. You don't get any of those things, but you felt how the glory of what it felt like to Job 9 and 24, to just run the damn thing. You felt that, and think you the Most High. But what about this? What about what pertains to us? What about the adoption that don't pertain to you? That's us. That burns you. That's why you're trying hard right now to take that yoke of iron off of our neck. Nope, that's my yoke of iron, bud. You're gonna have AI recreated on it. Here you go. You want your yoke? Romans 9 and 13. It is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Romans. Select. Hold on. 13. Nope, not that. Slovakia. Revelation 10. Slovakia. Revelation 12, 10. I'm trying to close it. 13:10. Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience. in your patience possessing you. So here's the patience and the faith of the saint. Patience, endure until the end. Here's how you destroy this devil. Real quick, real quick. 24 and 10. 24 and 13. Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. How do you endure to the patience? Patient continuance. How do you destroy it? You're better at fasting than him. He needs to eat immediately. You can't wait. You can't wait. How do you defeat this? Patience. Sit back, be calm. He's going to get flustered. He's going to give in. I quit. Jacob's trouble. After a week of fighting, I quit. I thought you've been waiting for this all your life. Jacob's like this. We're ready to fight for the next what? 1,000 years. Endurance, patient endurance. Anyway, I'm gonna close. Patient continuance. Book of Ecclesiastes 3. So like Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Book of Philippians. Flip Wilson. Philippi. Philippians 2 and 12. Bear with me. Select. So the upgrade is coming. It's going to come in a wave, a frequency. I'm going to, Lord willing, I'm going to do a sit-down lesson on that. I'm going to do some more research. It's the book of Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Hey, we're too close to the end. Too close to the end, man. Now is the time to be calm, collected, and sure, right? Humbly sure, humbly confident that we've done the things that we're required to be here and to move forward, knowing what our mission is. What is our mission? We're about to become pilgrims. Stay away from the sea hips, stay away from the beast system, and make it to the LZ. Get ready to get picked up out there. Pretty simple. With that, we hope that the elect were edified, you brothers and few sisters. Wait a minute. We're going to face the east. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shabbat Hashem Apakwadah. The honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, who mess as well as the elders that came before them. They taught us truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that pushing the word of truth and sincerity. Shalom.